Welcome back to The Fog. Today, we're tearing into one of Dead by Daylight's most jaw-dropping crossovers ever. From the haunted corridors of Freddy Fazbear's to the merciless realm of the entity, Springtrap, aka the animatronic, is here to turn your nightmares into reality. Get ready, because Springtrap isn't just a killer. He's a master of surveillance, jump scares, and map control that'll leave survivors trembling. Once known as William Afton, Springtrap has been dragged into the fog by the entity, a punishment that transformed him into a monstrous animatronic. Trapped in a decaying metal suit, he embodies everything terrifying about the FNAF mythos: brutal, cunning, and void of mercy. Voiced by PJ Hayward in his base form and by Matthew Lillard when sporting the iconic yellow rabbit legendary skin, Springtrap brings together the best of horror's live action and video game legacies. One of the game-changing mechanics this character introduces is the security room system. At the start of each trial, 7 security doors spawn randomly around the map. Both survivors and Springtrap can access these doors, each equipped with a camera. For survivors, interacting with a door provides a camera view where you can cycle through every camera on the map. It's a double-edged sword though. The longer you use it, the more the limited battery power depletes, forcing you to wait for the system to reboot, and if you're not careful, you might inadvertently expose your location. Here's where Springtrap's sinister edge comes into play. He can travel between any security door on the map, with or without battery power, and if he exits a door while a survivor is inside, prepare for a brutal, instantaneous grab, just when they think they're safe behind the lens. Springtrap's playstyle is all about pressure and control. He's not the fastest killer, but he makes up for it with a methodical, deliberate approach. He slowly stalks the map, leveraging the security doors to ambush survivors and sow chaos. His signature weapon, a grimy, battered fire axe. This isn't a weapon for finesse. Each swing lands with crushing, visceral impact, reflecting the raw brutality behind every kill. It's perfect for a player who prefers a measured yet deadly approach, sweeping survivors off their feet in one savage blow. Let's look at his perks. First up, help wanted. Every time you damage a generator, it becomes marked. If survivors finish that generator, you gain a 25% reduction in your basic attack cooldown for 40 seconds. This encourages aggressive gameplay, using generator regression as a setup for your next chase. Phantom Fear. Next, Phantom Fear. When a survivor dares to look at you while they're in your terror radius, they get so overwhelmed with terror that they scream, revealing their aura for 2 seconds. With an 80-second cooldown, this perk forces survivors into a game of cat and mouse, punishing even a momentary lapse in vigilance. Haywire. And finally we have Haywire. Haywire ramps up the pressure in the endgame. Any exit gate reaches 50% or more, its progress starts to regress automatically at the gate of 40%, 45%, or 50% of its normal opening speed. During this regression, survivors will notice the gate's lights flickering, an ominous sign that their escape is no longer a guarantee. It's a brilliant way to force tight, high-stress decision-making when the end is in sight. How did Springtrap enter the fog? Legend tells that during a haunting night in an abandoned Freddy Fazbear's pizzeria, the sound of distant laughter lured him away from solitude, only to be consumed by a dark, all-encompassing cloud. That moment of twisted fate brought him into the entity's domain, where his hunger for terror was reborn. On the cosmetic side, the yellow legendary rabbit skin takes things up a notch, featuring fresh animations and the new voice lines from Matthew Lillard, a nod to the film adaptation and a must-have for true fans. This reimagined identity offers an alternate way to terrify survivors, blending cinematic flair with raw, unfiltered horror. In summary, Springtrap is designed for players who excel at methodical map control play. His ability to traverse security doors combined with a fearsome fire axe makes for a killer that punishes survivors at every turn, whether they're behind a camera or caught in the open. He capitalizes on the tension between using security cameras and the imminent threat of his ambushes. Mastering his timing and understanding when survivors are most vulnerable can turn the tide of any match in your favor. If you're ready to embrace the relentless hunt and experience those unforgettable jump scares, hit that like button, subscribe for more in-depth DBD reviews, and drop your strategies in the comments below. Until next time, remember, in the shadows of the fog, every door could be your last. Stay vigilant and happy hunting.